Hello, and welcome to Rethinking Our History, where we seek to shed a light on events that have been forgotten and covered up, and to make us all question how much do we really know about our history? I'm Felicia.
And I'm Ian, and we are here to reveal all the sordid details of history that have been swept under the rug. Get ready to get angry, be curious, and maybe have a laugh or two as we rethink our history.
Hello, friends.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining us for another episode, number 53, Season 2.
Season 2!
Season 2!
Yeehaw.
And in the last week of 2025.
That's crazy.
We literally got 3 days left of this year.
Thank
God. So
God.
fucking glad to see it go.
Yep.
I think 2025 has been the worst year since my mom died. Like, it's just been, and it's been like probably one of the best years for us, but
Yeah,
I don't know. We went through a lot this year,
we did.
but that was good too. I think we needed to go through that.
Yeah.
Now we're better. Like, we're stronger than ever.
Yeah.
All right. This week I needed a break from the heavy after the last several episodes that I've been researching.
Eversodes?
Episodes.
Eversodes.
Episodes that I've been researching. Y'all, I've been off work for like 6 days. My brain is so fried. So I'm going to bring us a story that, in my opinion, is a little easier to digest.
Yeah.
We are going to be talking about the Mary Celeste.
Mary Celeste. Is that a ship?
Yes. So picture this. December 5th, 1872. You're a crewmate on the Canadian Brigadier de Grata. Maybe you're on the deck working the ropes. Maybe you're in the crow's nest keeping an eye out on the horizon. Or maybe you're the captain at the wheel when you see a spot forming out a shape. God bless America. Or maybe you're the captain at the wheel when you spot a shape forming out of the clouds and rain. It's a ship. But there's no movement on the deck, no yells of commands carrying across the water. It is dead silent as the ship floats closer to you and yours. This is what happened to the crew of the De Grata on that night when they ran across the Mary Celeste, a brig that had left out of New York the month before. When the crew boarded the Mary Celeste, they found not a living soul on board. To complicate the matter, nothing seemed to be out of place aboard the ship, with it being noted the crew's clothes were even neatly folded and packed away. The only thing that showed any indication of what had taken place were a disassembled pump, several feet of water in the hold, and a missing lifeboat. This would lead to one of the most discussed mysteries of the sea and one of the favorite topics among those in the paranormal community. What caused the Mary Celeste to become a ghost ship?
Right.
Goosebumps. Ghost ships is one of those topics that, like, I don't know, man, it gives me chills.
Want to say the reason I know this one is because of the Bermuda Triangle.
This is nowhere near the Bermuda Triangle.
No,
Which is
maybe not
surprising.
then.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think the movie Ghost Ship is like an amalgamation of every ghost ship in history,
Right.
but I feel like it was also kind of based off the Mary Celeste. I don't really know.
Yeah.
The Mary Celeste sailed out of New York Harbor on November 7th, 1872, loaded with a shipment of denatured alcohol headed for Genoa, Italy.
Denatured alcohol.
Yeah, it's like what?
Rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, I think pretty
Okay.
much. At the helm was Captain Benjamin Briggs, assisted by his crew of 7 men. These men had all been handpicked by the captain for this trip, and alongside the 8 men, Briggs's wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, were on board as well. Ben was one of 5 sons born to Sea Captain Nathan Briggs. 4 out of 5 of the boys would follow in their father's footsteps, with 2 going all the way to captain. In 1862, he and his cousin Sarah got married, welcoming their son Arthur author, Arth, Art, Arthur, author, and Arthur are so fucking hard in my brain.
Right.
On September of 1865 and Sophia in October of 1870. By 1870, Ben had considered retiring from seafaring life and going into business with his brother Oliver, who had also grown tired of the wandering lifestyle. But instead, the two men bought share in two step. Why the fuck can I not talk during this episode? I was
Christmas
doing
goblins.
so good last one. Y'all, I don't. Y'all give me a second. I need to wet my whistle or something. Shit.
It's getting late in the day, and the Christmas goblins got us like 3 times before we started this
Oh my
recording sesh.
goodness. Or whatever the fuck it is you were going to talk about.
Had like a plug, half unplugged, and it was like sparking and smelling like ozone.
Jesus Christ. But instead, the two men bought shares in two separate ships.
Hmm.
Oliver, the Julia A. Halleck, and Ben in the Mary Celeste. October of 1872 would see Ben take control of the Mary Celeste for her first trip after being refitted in New York. He then got to work at handpicking his crew. First mate Albert G. Richardson was married to a Winchester and had worked with brigs before. And yes, like the Winchesters of the Sarah Winchester Mystery House, Winchester rifle fame.
Nice.
Not Sam and Dean, unfortunately.
Oh,
Oh, damn it.
sorry.
Sam! Cass! Where's Cass? He's out there. Yes.
Yeah, we ain't got him in here.
No, but it's so much fun to have like just yell at him. If y'all know we're supernatural friends, right? I don't know. Where the fuck you been? We're supernatural
If
fans.
you don't check out our Christmas tree, it's got a Cass on top
Yeah.
of it.
We believe in the little tree topper, okay? But one of our cat's name is Cass. Cast after Castiel the angel in that show, and we'll just like yell at him like Dean does with Cass in the show. We'll go, Cass! And he always goes, Meow. He's dumb just like
He ain't-
Cass, and I love him.
We've done it so much that he answers to it now.
He's the most talkative cat. We'll have a full blown fucking conversation with you,
Yeah.
and it's just like, okay. Anyways, second mate Andrew Gilling was a 25-year-old New Yorker of Danish descent. Edward William Head, the steward, was given a personal recommendation from the Winchesters. Ben then hired four General Seaman German brothers from the Frisian Islands: Volker, Boz, Arian, and Gottlieb.
Oh, I know that name.
Love the name Gottlieb. Okay.
Gottlieb. Scott. Hello, Scott Gottlieb.
The ship itself was one with a dark past. Built in Nova Scotia, she had originally been christened the Amazon in 1861, but got a new name in 1868 after several events took place. The first being the sudden sickness and death of the first captain, and then a collision with another ship causing it to sink in the English Canal.
Jeez.
Not the Amazon, the other ship sank. It sank a ship in the English Canal. According to the captain's journal, the crew had battled through raging storms for 2 weeks before they finally reached the Azores. In his journal on November 24th, the captain wrote about how they were still battling through rough waves and winds up to 35 knots. By the morning of the 25th, his writings showed they had made it through the storm and that they were within sight of Santa Maria. However, when the ship was spotted on December 5th, it was drifting 400 miles east of the Azores. It should also be noted that only a few papers, nautical charts to be exact, had been thrown around below deck, but there was still enough food and water on the ship to last 6 months.
Wow.
Questions quickly arose about what could have been the cause of the whole crew abandoning a seaworthy ship. Morehouse, the captain who came across the Mary Celeste, had been friends with Captain Briggs and had just had dinner with the man shortly before the two left from New York. Morehouse knew Briggs to be a capable and dependable captain, so he was puzzled by the discovery. Morehouse and his crew towed the ship to Gibraltar, where the ship was investigated by the authorities, though it yielded little clues. But that didn't stop people from wildly speculating.
Aliens.
Actually, yeah, some people have speculated there's always going to be at least one fucking person that goes, aliens. Aliens. It was the aliens, dude.
Right.
And they're not always wrong.
Nope.
Inspector Frederick Flood was the first to put forth a theory of what might have transpired. Knowing of the friendship between the two captains, Flood suggested perhaps the two men had come up with a scheme to defraud the insurance company.
Sure.
And I'd say, you know what? Fucking good for them, because insurance is a goddamn fraud.
It is. It's a fucking scam.
Flood believed that the two would equally split the profits once the ship was sold. Part of his theory came from maritime law, at the time anyways, that the Mary Celeste now belonged to Morehouse since he was the captain who discovered it. Flood theorized that Briggs had killed his crew and then stowed away in the cargo hold of the Degrada. But his theory was flawed in a few ways. First, Briggs held property shares in the ship, so he really gained nothing from losing the ship. Flood's theory also did not account for what happened to Sarah and Sophia. He was like, sure, maybe the captain slaughtered his whole crew, but is he really going to murder his wife and his 2-year-old too?
Right.
I mean, some
Probably
men,
not.
yes, but I don't think of this. Yeah.
No.
While there was no solid evidence that Morehouse or any of his crew had anything to do with the disappearances, they only received a fraction of the value of the Mary Celeste, as the authorities were not 100% convinced of their innocence. Other theories include the crew getting drunk off the cargo and then turning on the captain and his family, but there was no sign of a fight or a struggle anywhere on the ship. Some people have theorized that pirates may have raided the ship, however, none of the valuables were taken.
And what? Blackbeard was like earlier, wasn't he?
I'm pretty sure.
I think 1809.
Plus, Blackbeard was like down here, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the Caribbean.
Yeah, this is.
He went as far as New York, but
Yeah.
not at that time.
So the Azores is like closer to the UK,
Right.
which I literally had to look at a map because I was like, I don't know where the fuck the Azores Islands are.
Yeah.
But they're closer to the UK, so you're talking about like up here, Blackbeard's way down here. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure pirates were up there, but also with the way pirates were back in the day, there would be blood or something on the deck.
They were after
The
gold.
valuables would be gone.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. All their valuables were still on board.
Wild.
Nothing had been taken.
Oh.
Sorry. We watched Stranger Things, you guys. You guys, we got 3 days until the last episode,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of sad it's ending.
Yeah, me
But-
too.
I don't know. Hopefully, we'll get something else from it.
Well, we've got Felicia bought me the D&D adventure, so we've got four D&D adventures to play too.
Yeah.
So
Eddie campaign.
the Eddie campaign.
Oh, Eddie. I want to call him
Master-
Eddie Vedder, but I'm like,
Master of Puppets of Pulling Your Strings.
Eddie Vedder. That's not Eddie Vedder. No,
No.
Eddie Munson.
Yeah.
And then last night I was like, Eddie Munster? Nope.
Oh.
Wrong universe.
Yep.
All right.
That's the Munsters.
It is thought that the mystery of the Mary Celeste may have faded into the back of people's minds had one short story not been published. People may put weight on this story as a possible theory for what happened, but it is known to be completely baseless. In 1884, Sir Arthur... See? There I go again.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
You did it too! Sir Arthur.
Arthur,
not author.
King Arthur.
Arthur Conan Doyle wrote J. Habit Jepson's statement, and it is a fictitious account of an ex-slave who captures a ship named the Mary Celeste. This led to interest in the real-life ghost ship once again. More supernatural theories have been put forth as well. With it being a ship that sailed on the open ocean, stories of sea monsters have also cropped up as possible explanations.
Nice.
Weather has also been pointed to as a possible cause, with people suggesting a waterspout or possibly a rogue wave could be to blame.
Right.
Which I think rogue wave
That's, yeah,
could
possible.
be one of the most possible theories because it doesn't have to do a ton of damage to your ship
No, it just
to
takes
sweep
everybody
everybody off the deck.
off the deck.
But also, why would Sarah and Sophia being on the deck?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense either.
Should
So,
be down below, yeah,
yeah,
during
or
a
at least
storm.
like in the captain's cat. Yeah, somewhere. Not out on the deck.
No.
2-year old on the deck in a storm, you'd have to be a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Much later in time, people even began to suggest alien abduction as a possible explanation.
Nice.
The one theory people can get behind the most is that of vapor. It is thought that it is possible that vapors from the alcohol had blown the hatch coverings off, scaring the crew into thinking a fire may be about to erupt. It is thought they then took the one missing lifeboat.
Hmm.
However, while the two smaller side hatches were open, the main hatch was securely closed. Anne McGregor sought out to investigate the mystery in 2002. She involved a physical oceanographer named Phil Richardson from the Wolf Hole. Yeah, Wolf Hole? Wolf Hole? That doesn't. I don't think that's right. Oceanographic Institute in Massachusetts.
All right.
The two reconstructed the drift of the ghost ship and came to the conclusion that the chronometer on the ship had been faulty. According to their investigation, the Mary Celeste had been off course by 120 miles.
Ooh,
It
that's no good.
no, which they were in a storm, so I
It's
wouldn't
easy
be
to do.
surprised.
I mean, if you're off just like 1 degree, you could wind up thousands of miles off course.
Yeah, and a chronometer runs off like most nautical equipment runs off of like magnetism, right? Earth's magnetism.
Yeah,
So if you have a bad enough storm with enough like electrical shit,
sure.
I can imagine that might be able to throw your chronometer off.
I mean, it happens in the Bermuda Triangle all the time. It just like fucking throws your compass wildly in wild
And the
directions.
Alaska Triangle, they said it was sometimes as much as like 30 degrees off
Yeah.
in the Alaska Triangle
Oh,
because
I'm
of the
sure.
magnetism, whatever. So who knows?
Yeah, because the nearer you get to the poles, the more it's going to be off because it's just the magnetic field of Earth is like fluctuates right there.
Yeah. And hell, who knows? Could have been a fucking solar flare.
Could have been.
You know?
Yeah.
No way they'd fucking know about that in 18, what the fuck ever it was.
No.
The 1800s of it all.
Probably not.
It would have taken 3 days longer than the captain expected for them to spot land. Notes from Briggs' journal show that the ship had changed course the day before it reached the Azores, now headed north towards Santa Maria Island. It is thought that they were it is thought that they possibly were trying to avoid bad weather, though that in and of itself would not make them abandon ship. What may have added to the urgency of the situation was the fact that the previous voyage had been for a load of coal. It is possible that the dust from the coal and debris from the recent refitting could have clogged the ship's pump. If we remember, there was one found somewhat disassembled when the ship was discovered.
Hmm.
McGregor believes that with the combination of the broken pump and possible water filling the bottom of the ship, and the fact that they were so off course, could have prompted the captain to attempt to make it to the nearest piece of land, Santa Maria, Ireland. Ireland?
Island.
Yo, I cannot.
It's getting late in the day.
You keep saying that, but I took a 2 hour nap. I've only been up for like 2.5 hours. So
Yeah.
what is going on?
I don't know.
Santa Maria Island. In this theory, all 10 souls on the ship would have then gotten into the lifeboat, which possibly tipped over in the rough seas, sending them all to a watery grave.
Oh, that would suck.
That would suck. That makes me really sad thinking about the baby too. I don't even
Yeah.
want to think about it. Mm-mm. The mystery of the Mary Celeste and other ghost ships like her are ones that will live in the hearts of the curious for generations to come. We will probably never know what happened to the 10 people who set out on the ship from New York, but I hope their souls are at peace. Okay, Bill. Thoughts?
It's a beautiful ship.
It was a beautiful ship. And ghost ships always make me sad because, like, what the fuck happened?
Right.
Where did you go?
I don't know.
People don't just fucking disappear,
No.
you know? And I don't know. Maybe, what was the one? Rogue Wave?
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
Um,
For sure.
I think the possibility that maybe they thought maybe if we can just get to land and get some help, we can get the ship towed in.
Mm-hmm.
But then the seas were still too rough because of the storm.
Maybe a water cyclone.
That's
Maybe.
what somebody else said, maybe a water spout. But honestly, I don't know. I've never seen what damage a water spout can do to a boat, so I can't say
Me neither.
confidently on that one whether or not that could be an option because I feel like it would tear it up.
I'm
You
sure.
know, if you think of like a
It'd
tornado hitting a barn or something, it's the
definitely
same thing.
tangle up the sails and stuff.
Yeah. A water spout's the same thing as a tornado, except for you have the added element of it being water.
I don't think it was a kraken, but
Definitely don't think it was a kraken, or one of the theories said that a giant squid could have picked them off one by one. And it's
right.
like, maybe, but I think there would have been some indication that a squid had attacked the boat.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
Scratches and stuff.
yeah, like beak scratches, because you guys, squids have beaks. They bite.
Like the one that
Um,
what was it in the one that was in Blackbeard? There was one of the ship stories that I told where it had like scratches in the side of the
yeah,
ship.
may have been Blackbeard. I don't know. We've done a few ship stories.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe them trying to get help would be the most likely.
I know what Stephen and Leslie would say. They were
It was
taken
the
to the underground.
interterrestrials came out through the ocean
Yep.
and got him
Yep.
and took him to the enter.
Which that's kind of like the Abyss movie. You seen
Haven't
the
seen
Abyss?
Abyss.
You haven't seen the Abyss? Oh my god! I'm gonna have to try to find that tonight.
You sound like me when Sydney told me she'd never seen The Craft.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What? We're gonna have to have a movie day at our house.
But yeah, it was kind of like that. It was like the uh, the UFO was like underneath in a big
Mm,
trench, and they kept getting like weird stuff happening to them because they were in this underwater like station or base,
yeah,
underwater base.
yeah. I mean, that's a very common thing within the UFO community
Mm-hmm.
today. Not just with Leslie and Steve. It's just like people are like, hey, these UFOs keep going in water.
Yep, they keep going into the water.
There's something, there's got to be something in there, right?
For
They
sure.
keep going in there. Because otherwise,
I mean, it's something like 99% of the ocean has like never been discovered yet.
yeah, it's like, yeah, something like 90%, I think, of the ocean's never been mapped, which,
Probably a little less now, but
because we
like,
can't go far enough down to
yep,
map it because of the pressure will kill you.
yep,
Um, I, there's either alien bases in the water underground or we're not the most important beings on this planet,
yeah,
and they're going to talk to the real rulers of this planet in the ocean.
yeah,
Atlantis, that you?
right.
Like, I don't know. It's either that
Could
or
have been Aquaman.
the fish, or just letting us bide. Their fish are just biding their time until it's over for us. We already got
So long
orcas
and
out
thanks
here.
for all the fish. Mm-hmm.
We already got the orcas out, like rogue orcas out here crashing people's boats and shit. It's only a matter of time before they start walking on land and breathing air, and then we're all fucked.
Like like the uh, crap, the show, the zoo, or zoo,
Oh my god. Netflix. Give me that show back, please.
right?
I need that show. Like, I need air to breathe. I don't even know if it's on Netflix. It's this crazy show about hybrid animals or animals that start becoming really, really smart, but then it turns into hybrid animals that are really, really smart, which is even more terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it just ends on like the craziest cliffhanger ever. And then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we canceled it. And I'm like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. It's been years since I watched this show. I still think about it occasionally. Netflix, give me Zoo back, please.
We need an ending.
At least give me a movie so you can end it properly. How you gonna crash a plane through the wall and now all the hybrids can get in and then you just cancel it?
Yeah.
Come on, Netflix. God. I need to go watch that show again, I think. That show would
Yeah.
fuck Patty up, boy.
Probably, yeah.
All right, friends. Well, I know this was a little bit of a shorter one this week, but, like I said, I just wanted to do a bit of a lighter topic.
That'd be
Um,
crazy to like run into a ship like that though. Like just
boy,
abandoned. I'd
I
be
would
like, what
be.
the fuck?
Listen, this is a nope, 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 nope. I need to Jordan Peele to do a movie about this from the black perspective. What
Right.
we not gonna do
Yeah.
is get on that ship.
Yep.
Okay, we gonna call the Ghost Guard. Ghost Guard? Yeah, we're gonna call the Ghost Guard, and the Coast Guard, and get them to come handle it. That's what we gonna do.
Right.
All right, guys. We hope you guys have a good week. We'll see you guys next year,
Be kind to each other.
and we'll talk to you guys later. Love
Love
you.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.